Hello everyone and welcome to NETCRYPTO, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Mind of Pepe. This is really a sad situation called Mind of Pepe. We have been talking about this ever since this scam hatched out of the egg. We have been talking about this, right? So let's just take a look at what is going on right on DEX2. So you do see it is already 62% down, right? I think it went even further than that. Take a look at that, right? It even went further than that. Let's see what has been the low that it has reached. So it has reached a low of 2011, right? So it launched at the last price of the pre-sale, but immediately dumped. And something really interesting here happened. Like, let's go and check what the whales are doing, right? So remember, the whales is anyone who've invested over 10,000, right? And we're catching these scammers out now because we know that everyone who's put money in this thing have realized that this is a scam, and no doubt the ones who have bought the most would want to actually try to recoup as much as possible. And the scammers, they usually block the whales, right? And this is what has happened here, because if we go to our forensic tracking, right? So I did forensics on this token, checking the money going into the project, how the money is moving around. And what we saw was we have a lot of whales here. These are people who bought over 10,000, right, worth of Mind of Pepe. I haven't done the latest stats. As you can see, the last forensics that I did was on the 3rd, which was March, right? Around March, that's when I did this forensics. So no doubt there are even whales which have actually bought for way more ETH than this, right? At this stage, I think we had like 9 ETH was the highest, but now it won't be surprising if we pull the latest stats or transactions. We can see whales that have bought over 20,000, not 20,000, rather over 20, 30, or even 40 ETH, right? So if that's something that you are interested in, to do another forensic update, right, from the one that I did in March, if you're a channel member, drop me an email, right? That's something that definitely I will consider doing. Or of course, if you're a member, that's something that I'll definitely do, right? So none of these wallets here, this is the A wallet, this is the B wallet, none of these wallets have actually cashed out anything so far, right? Currently, it's sitting at 2013, threatening to add another zero right there. Already 64% down. So this is what I say, right? So people say that, hey, NETCRYPTO, you are telling people to join your membership, and you don't want us to buy these tokens because you just want to promote your own tokens in the membership. You know what? I don't promote my tokens in the membership. I show how to do research, the method that I go through to do research on legit tokens, right? Tokens that you can make profits on, right? They are not my tokens, right? I don't have any token. I've never made a token and will never make a token, right? I don't have my tokens. So for those of you who are interested, you can join the NETCRYPTO membership. You get access to all of this, the tokens that we discuss. For example, the token in this video, we did this like a couple of days ago, right? But I did actually show this token to all those people who are in the membership 2 months ago, and it went 100% up, which means anyone who would have invested 100,000, right? It was possible for them to make another 100,000, right? 200,000, because the price from the time that we actually that I actually showed this token in episode 8, right? So it was in episode 8, that's when I released the token to say I've done the checks. This token looks to be like a legit token with potential, right? And it went to 100% up at 2x, right? So those are some of the things that we discuss in the member section. But making money in crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. It requires patience, right? But you will make your money if you are diligent, right, in doing your research, in following through. Being part of the NETCRYPTO membership allows you to actually see how to pick tokens for yourself. You don't need to actually pick the tokens that I pick. By being a member, you get access to email. You can ask me to do reviews on projects, on tokens that you're interested in, right? Those are something, and you can even ask for the review to be private. It's not even shown to anybody else, or it's only shown to the channel members only, right? That's your choice, because you're a channel member, right? You're taking your crypto journey seriously, right? You're just adding some of that knowledge, right, so that you are ahead of the game, right, and you're not getting ripped off by scammers such as this one. These scammers have done the same. This is a rug pull, right, as you saw in the thumbnail. They did the same to Wall Street Pepe, rug pull, meme index, rug pull, crypto all stars, rug pull, and now mind of Pepe, rug pull, right? And a lot of people will be saying, do you think the price is going to recover? We need to wait. Well, it didn't work for Wall Street Pepe, right? Some people waited, but in the end, the price never recovered. And the scammers play a cat and mouse game, right? So scammers know all these investors here, the whales, and this is up until March. I'm sure there are whales which are even bigger than these ones, right? These whales are holding. They're not selling. So if they don't sell, the scammers are not going to pump up the price artificially, because they know if they do that, the whales are just going to go and sell. So the scammers are playing a cat and mouse game. That's why I say don't invest during the pre-sale, because the scam is in the pre-sale. After the pre-sale, if you want to go to buy right now, you can buy it for 64% cheaper. So why would you buy in the pre-sale? And scammers, I'm going to do an update video on Qubetics, because I see the things that they are saying about this channel, the scammers at Qubetics. They're talking about, oh no, this NETCRYPTO just wants you to join his membership to show you the tokens that he says are legit. Well, yes, the tokens that I speak about are legit. If there are risks, I'm upfront about the risks, right? And then in their scam that they have, they do the same thing. They launch, the price drops, and everyone wondering what happened, right? Because that's the scam is in the pre-sale. If you want to buy Qubetics or any other crypto pre-sales, right, buy after the pre-sale. That's what I always say, buy after the pre-sale. If you believe Qubetics, Blockdeck, all these tokens are legit, that's fine, but don't buy during the pre-sale, because the scam is in the pre-sale, right? I'm going to be doing a full-length, like sort of like documentary on scams from the time that I started covering scams, what the scammers used to do back then to what they are doing now. I've seen the evolution of scams, right, in this crypto space, right? So this is a really, really sad situation called Mind of Pepe, right? It's no doubt, it's a look at this. They say, especially the Qubit scammers, who say, no, this guy is playing on people's emotions. Like, is this playing on people's, how are the scammers playing on people's emotions right now with a 63% drop in the price, with a rug pull, right? I'm warning people, don't go and buy into this thing, right? Because if you want to buy it after the pre-sale, right? If tokens like Pepe, Shiba Inu, there was plenty of time to buy it after the pre-sale ended. And most of these tokens didn't even have a pre-sale, right? A sign of a scam is a pre-sale that stays in a pre-sale for a very long time, right? I think there is another pre-sale, Rexus Finance, which is going to be launching here in June, right? The pre-sale ended in like December or something, and they're saying they're only going to be launching in June. If you see pre-sales like that, like how long has Qubetics been in a pre-sale? Right? For a very long time, they're just collecting money, and then when they are tired of the complaints, they just launch at a dump price, right? Like this, right? So this is my update for this one. For those of you on the channel memberships, if you invested into this, you want me to do a forensic analysis, right, of your investment that you can submit to the authorities, right? Or maybe you want to wait it out 1-2 days, see this thing will recover. In all the, like I said, in all the scams recently, the price has never recovered, because we have seen predominantly because the biggest buyers are not selling, right? If they all sell, the whales, if all the whales sell, then the scammers might bring the price back up, right? Because, and then they start to blame everyone. You sold too early, that's your fault, right? But the people are holding, right? The whales are holding, they're not selling. Right, so the scammers have got no choice, because they've already cashed out the money. There's no money. Look at the liquidity. It's 378,000. 12 million went into this. So where is the liquidity? Right? Where is the volume? 200K volume. 12 million went into this. Right? 12 million. It's gone now. You don't see it here anymore. But 12 million went into this. Right? We can just refresh their X page here. to check it out. 12 million went into this, right? Their liquidity is locked. What does it help? This liquidity locking doesn't help because when people were buying the token, the money was going to the scammers. It was going to these wallets here. This wallet 583C. That's where the money was going. So even if they lock the liquidity right now, it means nothing, right? Because they separated the token, the real token, this token here, right? With the address that you see here on the website. This token didn't exist during the pre-sale. So locking the liquidity now doesn't mean nothing because the money is already been cashed out to different places, right? As we did in the forensics. This token didn't exist. So people were just handing over their money to scammers, and scammers now say liquidity is locked. It's all just a farce, right? It's just to appear like as if they're doing the right thing, but that's not it. The money is gone already, right? 64% down. And then they say that NETCRYPTO is playing on people's emotions. Like, I think you took 64% of people's money and this thing is going to go to 80, 90%. Who's playing with people's emotions here? Not just emotions, pockets, livelihoods, right? This is crazy, man. But we'll continue, right, to cover this. We are not going to give up. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.